Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside. Come inside. There behind the glass is a guy with awesome class. Be careful as you pass. Move along.
Move along.
Good evening, everybody.
We don't know where Joe Dog is. So
we have absolutely no clue where Joe Dog is, except that we can see him lurking over here in the chat windows. So that's,
okay. No, that was me. I typed in a reply in the wrong damn window, and it went through every.
So you were lurking for Joe.
No, I was going, hey, and I went, ooh.
Oops. That is a problem when you've got 7 chat windows that you can select from.
Yeah. The only way that I can keep from coming up as Joe Dog on every channel he's broadcasting is to go to the YouTube channel and join that and do my comments from YouTube. So
okay, I'm looking at Carl and Donna having their own conversation.
Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to put those on screen. No,
that's exactly what I wanted to mention, because it's not that I have anything against mammary glands in comics, but it's just that's a conversation.
Or in general.
In general, yeah. Hey, I grew up with heavy metal magazine. Okay, so
I think I discussed this last night in the green room, and I should shut up while I still have the ability. Oh, there. We have a Joe Dog sighting. Of course, you're late. You.
If you can't get here on time, get here whenever.
And not one message, nothing into the.
Okay. When did you
it's your show. We thought you knew it was going to come on tonight.
When did you ever send a message to your boss telling him he needs to show up? Okay. That's. No answer? I didn't think so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sitting here looking, there was not one thumbs up or anything on the link.
I've been rather preoccupied today. I'm very sorry, but
yeah, I understand, Dan.
there were a lot of things that should have gotten accomplished today that got pushed on the back burner, and responding to comments about the show was one of them. There's been a lot of folks that I had to acknowledge their well wishes on my personal page, and that's been the focus of everything that wasn't contained in a can since the shovel got put away. So
Yeah. Well, I was sitting there thinking, well, it's about time for show to start. Let me go make a cup of coffee. Oh shit, it's 11:04.
no time to run to the golden pantry now.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did let the budget slip to Carl. Now he knows exactly what the budget is for this show. Half a golden pantry cheese sandwich is the entire budget for this thing.
Yeah. Oh. So what? Other than your bad luck, and what else is going on, guys?
27 weeks until I retire.
Oh.
I was just looking at the news, and there ain't nothing that's really new to the news. So.
Hey.
I about T-boned a police car today.
Hey, Rob Brown. I
You should have tried harder.
Well, if he'd been about 3 seconds slower pulling out of his driveway in front of me and oncoming traffic, I wouldn't have had time to put my brakes on. Evidently, he believes because the car says police on the side, he's entitled to just go, traffic? Screw that. Dude comes boiling out of a driveway. I'm doing 55 coming at him. 3 other cars are doing 55 coming at him the other way. He doesn't bother to stop and look both ways for oncoming traffic. I just look as he went past and I go, yep, I probably went to high school with your grandparents, didn't I?
Joe posted that thing where the school principal or whatever it was doing the bonfire for the last day of school. And he went over, I'm guessing it was gas vapor.
Yeah, they doused it with gas about 20 minutes before they decided to light it.
So the guy throws a match in there, and this bonfire doesn't catch fire. It explodes. There's pieces of wood, small, just everywhere. and he just comes calmly, like it's a J.J. Abrams movie, just calmly comes walking out of the explosion, and the cop goes running up there. And somebody mentioned, don't you think the cop should have told him there was gas vapors? And I'm like, he's a cop. He's not a chemical engineer. Just because he's got a gun and a badge doesn't mean he knows what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, well, and let that be a lesson, folks. If you're going to light a bonfire, diesel fuel is a bit safer than gasoline.
Yeah.
Kerosene.
That's even, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course, if you look off in the background, there's firemen running around to the other side of the truck.
Gotta get my hose. Gotta get my hose. Gotta get my hose. Yeah.
We're on.
It's showtime.
It's like those medics that show up at the football game with the ambulance, and they think it's a really cool gig because they're getting paid to watch a football game. And then all of a sudden somebody gets hurt and they're like, oh, it's showtime.
We're on.
Well, what was so funny when this thing blew up, you could see pallets 25, 30 feet in the air.
Where was this?
It's some high school. It was out in front of the high school.
It was the graduation celebration, is what they
the
think they called
last
it.
day of school, so they were having this huge bonfire. In the middle of the
evidently they had a huge bonfire.
all over the damn place.
Bonfire that took out a couple windows in the school.
That was my favorite teacher, man.
Yeah, but like John said, he just walked out like it was, well, more like a
I know who you're thinking. Oh, I can't think of his name.
Damn it, Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. Yeah, came walking out of it like it was a Michael Bay movie.
I mean, he just sort of, when it went off, he sort of went, oh, okay. Never missed a step.
Needed to replace that toupee anyway. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Yeah.
Hey, Joe, do you think we could post that here on the show for the home viewers? Can't be copyrighted, can it?
It has some music on it, so.
Did it? I did not.
Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't have to play the music. We'd do it without sound. I think.
You really want to, don't you?
I do. I'm thinking about going. Let me go to Facebook and see if I can find it.
Just sort of fast forward through it up to where he throws it in.
I need to re-aim this fan over here. Evidently, it's cooling the ceiling off really well, but it's not doing anything for me.
I just realized
what
I posted a lot of stuff to Stupid O'Clock.
Yeah, I did too.
Don't you always?
Well, I try to, especially on the days before the show, to like get everybody's attention.
I want to know why, when y'all post stuff to Stupid O'Clock when I'm on my iPad and I go look at it, it takes me like half an hour to get back to my profile page because it's stuck on Stupid O'Clock. It won't let me get anywhere else.
You have to go back up and change your.
Yeah, I had to go back up and go, okay, which Dan Hollifield am I again? There's so many. It was so dark. Donna would be so happy.
Okay. That explains a lot. Okay.
What?
There were two different camera angles on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Joe, if you'll bring that up, please.
Okay.
And let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. I had to pull it down. Oh. Yeah, it was yeah.
It was rather yeah, I'm seeing it in the green room part of the show. Yeah. And that was I imagine the freshmen were really impressed. When can we do that? Do we have to wait till we're seniors?
Mr. Martin's just killed himself.
And here he comes walking out. He's on fire, but he seems to be all right.
Oh, I'm gonna throw one up there. It's a tornado siren that breaks. You ready?
Yeah.
I got to get the sound on for it. Here we go. It's a tornado siren that breaks.
I didn't know Tarzan had chickens.
Okay.
And the reason it fell over, it passed out from lack of oxygen.
It ran out of air. It's like,
Oh Lord. Y'all
just-
sure know how to cheer a guy up.
It just he fell over and right before it switched back to it again, his leg kicked once, so it may have killed him.
No, I can't go there. But you can read my mind.
Well, he wasn't choked, so that wasn't the problem.
Carl. Would you mind posting stuff we can actually go?
I'm posted in.
He went there. He went there. I'm sorry. God bless the little pygmies.
Hey, if his there he goes.
Hey, Chris.
Evening, Chris.
Hello, everyone.
Oh,
It's been a long day.
Tell me about it.
Just think, next Saturday's going to be even worse.
I didn't get up at 4. I probably ain't getting up at 4:30 next Saturday
No,
in the
you
morning.
don't have to.
You probably won't be to bed at 4:30 in the morning next Saturday. Because I know where y'all gonna be. And I'm so jealous because I can't be there.
No,
Yeah, that's me.
that's
Donna.
not the only place we're going to be. We're going to another show Saturday evening to set up.
Yeah.
Gluttons for punishment. And Chris, thank you for offering to come by and help today. But by the time I got your message, everything was taken care of.
Yeah. Well, I had the opportunity to spend some time with some friends I hadn't seen in ages. Way too long.
Right. That's always a good thing.
Yeah. And I got to do something I hadn't done in a while.
Blonde, brunette, or redhead?
I wish.
Dan, you read my mind.
No, I used to. Dan, were you ever familiar with the show Haikyuu on Channel 2?
Yeah.
Well,
I sucked at it, but I was familiar with it.
I used to do that when I was in school.
Oh, wow.
And we did some trivia with some old teammates of mine and competitors. Not quite as good as I once was, but I still got
As good as once as you ever was.
Yeah, good as once as you ever. Yeah, but once doesn't win any. Well, let me put that under consideration from the studio audience. Yeah, once
Wait a minute,
can be
Dan,
enough.
you did get a haircut, didn't you?
Yeah. No ponytail. The bald spot's starting to show.
You almost look presentable.
Hey, my mom complimented me, so hush it. If it made Mama happy,
yep.
I can live
Mama
with
ain't
it.
happy, ain't nobody happy.
It's usually folks apply that to their spouses.
Yep, but it can also apply to your actual moms.
Mm-hmm. Let's just say that not only was I well dressed and presentable and tied my own tie without help, but my brother's friends in the Eastern Star that I got to interact with were impressed that I was as much of a gentleman as they perceived me to be. More fool them. But
they ain't watched this show, have they?
They ain't watched the green room either.
Somebody
I did get an invitation to a party in Jefferson, which is like half an hour away, that also celebrates the same thing that went to for the weekend, last weekend for the big Eastern Star thing for my brother and another lady that got elected to one of the high offices, and I'm seriously considering going, but I'm worried that they want me to join up, and I'm going. This is rather rich for my blood. Y'all throw a lot of money away. I ain't got that much money to throw away. I ain't got none to throw away. I got some to spend ill-advisedly, but I don't have any to throw away.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing is I got to see Coolray Field for the first time. That's where the Braves AAA affiliate Gwinnett Stripers play. It's a nice ball field. Yeah, I posted pictures of it on my Facebook page.
Well, I was wondering if we can ever pull off a trip to go see the Savannah Bananas.
We can try. I'll have to look at the schedule. Good grief, it's packed.
Joe, if you want to do it, the only thing holding you back is the budget.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. There ain't no budget.
Oh, ask Donna to increase your allowance. 2 cucumber slices a month.
Yeah.
He just wants some banana peels.
No, actually, I want to go meet the banana nanas. You have to be over 55 years old and have a grandchild.
Oh, cool.
I exceed those expectations.
Yeah, but you're not a woman either.
Well, he can be a gramps.
You noticed.
Grandpa.
Yeah, the other day while they were out dancing, the guy says, "This is the most talented dance team this side of the Savannah River."
Okay, I'm gonna have to take that one with a grain of salt. Now, what you're saying is the group you want to go see is all grandmothers.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay, well, I don't fit that criteria.
Wait a minute. Didn't you get kicked off of Facebook for like 2 weeks for mentioning grandmothers? Okay, that's
No.
No, that was a spice and the word mama sure associated with it.
uh-huh.
I was trying to get around it as much as I could for you, Joe.
Yeah, you're tiptoeing right on the precipice, but you might have got a toe over.
An elderly glucose guardian.
That's pretty good.
That's a good way to put it. Yep.
Hey, Dan, do you know if a shilling was silver?
Originally, I do believe so.
Yeah.
I think later on they might have shifted to nickel, but I'm not sure.
This is a 1960 shilling. If it's silver, I'm gonna sell it for silver.
If it's a shilling,
Yeah.
you better find yourself a coin collector and get some real money for it. Because you could sell it for its weight in silver and not get as much as you could get from a coin collector.
And it's a young Elizabeth, too.
Yep.
What?
Nice.
Ain't touching that line.
Well, what was it?
She was cute back then.
What was it? 1968. They changed it to
the decimal system. Yeah.
Well, no, the Elizabeth to the more updated version of Elizabeth.
Now that I don't know.
Well, you know, there were actually 3 versions of her. There was the younger one, the middle one, and the one that we're all familiar with from the late 70s and through the 80s and then on.
But yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm remembering the story about her taking some Arab ruler around the grounds when she was driving the Jeep, and he's just hanging on for dear life, looking for an oh shit handle, and Elizabeth is just wow flat out across the grounds because she used to drive. Was it ambulances?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, trucks, real trucks,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
5-ton lorries and stuff.
Yeah, really. So she knew what to do behind the wheel of a vehicle.
and she was getting
And
air too.
air, she was drifting. Wah!
Dan, you'll get this reference. One of my favorite videos. You know how many Queen Elizabeth lookalikes popped up over the years.
Mm-hmm.
I love Motorhead's "God Save the Queen" video. That lookalike they got for it was spot on.
I'm just glad there was one ceremony when that she was with one of the James Bond actors, and she actually did the scene.
Daniel Craig.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They go. Well, we didn't like that. I demand to do the scene.
Well, there's the story after she passed of her bodyguard with her at some store, and some American tourists walked up,
Mm-hmm.
and they go, "You look so much like the Queen. Have you ever met her?" And Elizabeth goes, "No, I've never met her, but he knows her," and pointing to her bodyguard.
Apparently, there was one time that Philip swapped places with one of the guards with the big Shaco caps and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and he's standing there, and she comes out, and they're not supposed to say anything, but then she realizes it's her husband.
She walks off laughing. I love that picture.
They're not supposed to say anything to her, but as she walked by, he was standing at attention. He goes, "Good morning, ma'am." And she, A, he spoke. B, she recognized the voice. C, she turned around and looked, and then just started busting out laughing when she realized it was him.
Aren't the guards of the royal family called beefeaters?
No, that's Tower of London.
Yeah.
Okay.
John's right. Drat. Now it's totally slipped my mind what the actual
Royal Guard is.
Yeah. Now there's one of the guys that does a canal boat video that was I believe a Royal Marine, and he was stationed on guard duty at the palace, and the gate.
They're called strangely enough, they're called the King's Guard, or they're called the Queen's Guard when the reigning monarch is female.
Yeah,
and they're the ones that guard the sentry post at Buckingham Palace and St. James Palace. And it's organized by the British Army's Household Division. They also, Household Division also mounts sentry post at the Horse Guards, which is like their Pentagon, I guess you'd call it.
Mm-hmm. Well, this guy was on duty one day when the gate that the royal family usually used was closed for maintenance.
Mm.
And protocol had been long established that, the two ranks of guards would face towards that particular gate. Knowing that she was going to have to use the other one, he told the guys to turn around. And he got called on the carpet for that. when asked why he violated protocol, he said, "I have never shown the Queen my backside, and I will never." And no charges were filed. So,
Because he was being respectful.
yeah. And he was being adaptable in an unusual situation. Protocol did not cover that particular gate they were supposed to use ever being under repair. Of course, it's probably been standing since the 1400s, but
Yeah,
you got to oil the hinges occasionally.
absolutely.
It was probably being refortified or
It could have been
whatever.
reinforced and updated.
Oh, the beef eaters.
Hmm.
Their proper name is the yeoman warders.
Okay.
They're parliamentary guards, right?
Well, it does not say that. It
They're the
says
ones with the red uniforms with the floppy mop caps, right? Joe, you're being snuck up on.
Yeah.
let's see.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Give her a hug from us.
All the
Do I
warders
have
are
to?
retired from the British Armed Forces and must be former warrant officers with at least 22 years of service.
Hmm.
They must also hold the long service and good conduct medals.
Exactly.
And there are
But
only 32 of them in the entire garrison.
Well, good grief.
Oh. I know Lindsay's got the air conditioner on in the bedroom. I may have to open up the door. It's getting way warm in here. That fan's not enough.
Yeah.
Well, what cannot be cured must be endured. Um, and Donna, I think the gender neutral version of that is nice playground. What?
Oh, I'm just tired of it. It's not anything you said. I actually think that's pretty clever, Dan. I liked it.
I try. It's hard not to offend everybody when you've got nothing left to give. You don't care anymore.
It's hard not to offend everybody when, well, you have to deal with everybody, you know.
I keep dismissing these mail notifications I get on my laptop, and it keeps popping up.
Well, tell the Arab prince you're already richer than he is. You don't need his money. Would he like to buy some S&H green stamps? But he has to send you his banking info.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one.
Of course, for my luck, he'd stop payment on it.
I got one Friday night that was somebody was impersonating one of my Facebook friends, an old girlfriend of mine, actually,
Oh, well.
and had just altered the name slightly and put in a new address and all this, but had swiped photographs from her profile, and not only would she not have altered her name, but she's been dead for almost 3 years. So even giving Facebook lag, I don't think it was actually her. So I reported it right away, and Facebook says, "Hey, we'll check into that. We're going to expedite this. We'll try and get in touch with your friend and tell them that their profile's been uh, hacked." And I'm going, "That's without a Ouija board, you ain't going to get in touch with her." Nope. Sorry. She's even beyond Zucker whatever's reach. Hell, income tax can't touch her. If the IRS can't find her, can't nobody find her.
Yeah.
And
She's up there with the legend of DB Cooper.
Hey, they might figure out who that guy is.
she might actually know now.
Yeah.
Every mystery is unsolved till somebody goes, "Wait a minute, I just noticed this."
Now I'm thinking about the actor DB Sweeney.
I do not know that name. I'm very sorry. I do not know that name.
Um,
If I was to see a picture of him, I'd probably know exactly who it was.
It wasn't DB Sweeney. DB
DB
was
Sweeney
Crank.
played Shoeless Joe Jackson in 8 Men Out.
Oh,
Okay.
He also, if you ever
Treat-
saw the movie The Cutting Edge, where they had a female
Right.
skater that they paired with a hockey player, he was the hockey player.
right. Now Treat
Okay.
Williams played DB Cooper
Yes.
in The Legend of DB Cooper, and of course
Yep.
Treat Williams just died last week. So.
Yep. Horrible motorcycle accident.
Damn it, guys, be more careful.
Really,
Well, if somebody just pulled out in front of him, didn't even pay attention to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard.
What was I saying about the cop earlier? Yeah.
he ran over Treat Williams. Did you get the cop's badge number?
Like I'm supposed to mess with one of the county cops here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if I did graduate with their grandparents. That's not going to go over real well in court. And
Yeah,
they'd probably
you're not
shoot me
gonna
anyway.
Cop pulls you over and you go, "Hey, I know your grandmother. I know your grandmother really well. Okay, don't make me tell your grandma on you."
That'd be
Well, it's fine if your grandma's
that'd be
still
grounds
alive.
for getting me shot, John. Just don't even
Yeah.
put that in my mind.
On second thought, I am going to tell your grandma anyway. So about time I look her up again.
Well, the thing is, their grandma could be deceased, or they could have early stages dementia.
Well, they would have had to have date me in high school. I mean, seriously.
No, Dan, that was just either too much alcohol or their judgment skills weren't fully developed.
It's okay, Chris. I didn't actually get to date anybody until I was in college. I was always the nerdy guy that nobody wanted to touch until I graduated, and all of a sudden I go to reunions and the girls are going, "Oh, you were so cute. Why didn't you say something then?" I could have
Because
used the
they
positive
don't-
reinforcement.
They don't like encouraging us.
Ah.
Well, like the guy said, how to please a woman? You whine her, you dine her, you tell her she's great, you laugh with her, you cry with her, you hold her hand, you cuddle her, you kiss her gently, kiss her softly. How do you please a man? Bring food and show up naked.
Yeah.
Accuracy, yes.
Well, Do you remember the character Randy of the Redwoods from the MTV commercials back in the day? That was actually Rich Scheiner, who was a comedian, and he did this little short one time where he was like, "You ever wonder how you could really have everything go well on a date?" Well, he shows up the door, she answers it, he gives her so much money for the flowers, so much for the dinner, so much for the soda, and by the time he's shelling out cash for everything they were going to do on the date, she like gives him a big hug and a kiss on the cheek, and she shuts the door. He walks away. He looks at his watch. He's like, "Great, I still got time to make the game." That way, everybody wins.
That's right on up there on a par with just buy her a house and go away.
Oh, remember what Johnny Carson said about the next woman he meets? He's just going to buy her a house and leave.
Yeah.
Well, hell, he could afford it back in those days.
No, that's he went through like 4 divorces during the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
And she got the house every time. So he said, the next time I'm just going to buy some stranger a house and leave it at that.
Yep.
Oh, I just want to see Carl's reaction in the chat. Did any of y'all go look at that video that I wouldn't post in the green room?
No, I didn't have time because I was driving.
I'll put it to you this way: if it's so bad that I felt it was inappropriate for the green room, it was bad.
Oh, you felt it was inappropriate for the green room?
Green room or Uncle Carl's secret group?
Damn.
Confession time. When Joe Dog posts any video whatsoever, I will not click on it on a bit.
Yeah, the opportunity to get rickrolled is too damn great.
Oh, Rickrolled is the least of my worries.
Yeah.
I know Joe Dog. I know Joe Dog very, very well. His sense of humor is even more bizarre than mine, which scares the ever-living heck out of me. I never know whether, when he asks me to do something, am I going to be the butt of a joke, or does he actually need this particular thing done? So far, I'm running 50-50, and
in the private chat, I'm going to link what will bring it up on YouTube.
I don't even know if I want to read the link.
I'm not putting the link. You're going to have to go.
Okay.
And I found out the guy is 21 years old.
All right. Now, if I knew who he was.
Yeah. One of these YouTubers. YouTube TikTokers.
That narrows it down. Not at all.
That eliminates about 6.5 billion people on the planet.
Does it? Why am I still getting ads from the other 30 billion?
Carl saying he's hoping that was a joke and not for real. Yeah, Carl, it was highly inappropriate for the green room or Uncle Carl's group. Yeah, I was.
You're on your own, dude. I ain't helping you out on this one.
Oh,
You got into that boat. You're gonna have to row it.
Okay, it's showing the top there, but there's no link.
That is a search engine request.
yeah. Type that in
Oh,
search engine request.
okay.
That is to protect the innocent who might do what you're gonna do right now.
He's got my curiosity up. I gotta see.
You're gonna have to get inoculated against that stuff. It's dangerous.
Yeah, well.
Oh.
You know what they say about the
Well, that and I'm too close to HallowCon to be getting any bands.
Yes, Chris, but satisfaction brought them back.
well, it's like I said. Curiosity may have killed a cat, but at least it knew what it was going on about.
I can read your mind like a magazine.
What? Oh my gosh!
Is that too much risque for Uncle Carl's group?
Yeah, that's borderline. And the one
Borderline?
two okay is the one wearing the black sweatshirt.
21.
Good grief! Yeah, that.
Carl says, and now Chris is broken too. I can't believe that's still on YouTube.
Yeah, I can't believe he hasn't been picked up by the authorities yet.
Yeah.
They're hoping Dexter will get him.
There is a word that rhymes with exploratory that's
Might rhyme with the last few syllables, but
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
mhm.
It sounds similar. It doesn't exactly rhyme, but it sounds similar.
Yeah. I'm just, And the thing is that I was, how I just scroll through and watch the shorts. That one popped up. It's like,
yeah.
Huh? And it ran back through the second time, and I'm going, no.
Well, I looked 3 times just to make sure.
Because you weren't sure you heard it right the first time.
Yeah, and the bad part is they captioned it.
Yeah.
But I'm making sure the voice matches up with the caption.
Yeah.
It does.
Oh.
On a lighter note, I posted something funny to Stupid O'Clock.
Yeah, I posted a video that is a day in Carl's life. Okay, I didn't see that.
Not even in the green room. I can't go there.
Oh.
Y'all keep giving me straight
What I
lines.
posted wasn't that bad.
I mean, I swear, y'all keep giving me straight lines. I keep trying to be a nice boy, but you just throw temptation in my way. You know I'm a natural born smartass. You know I'm gonna but I'm trying to walk the straight and narrow, as
Carl,
unsuccessfully as that may be.
Poor
yeah,
Dave.
Carl, you need to sign back in and check. It's a day in your life with cats. Oh, has any of y'all seen the video of the flying squirrel that faked his death?
Yes. I think I shared that. It's stupid.
Yeah, this guy, this squirrel, somebody had a flying squirrel. I think they were in Australia because the Australian news company covered it. The flying squirrel, ran into the kitchen and then all of a sudden grabbed the broom and flipped the broom back down on the floor. And he's looking at it and he's like, runs back over to the broom and flips over the broom, pulls the broom across his chest and lays back like this. He looks around and goes, no, that's not right. Then he pulls the broom up across his neck and then lays back like that.
Yeah, I shared that. Stupid.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. He faked his own death because they wouldn't give him any attention.
Well, flying squirrels one of the least things you got to worry about in Australia. There's too damn much of their fauna that'll kill you if you ain't careful.
There's a reason God put all them animals down there in Australia. We ain't supposed to go there.
Oh, Nicholas, you're welcome.
Thank you for stopping by and saying hi, Nicholas. We'll see if I can last to the end of the show and possibly the beginning of the next one.
I told Joe Bachman to post a statement in Independent Creators Directory that members of that Rising Tide, Green Room, whatever, if they want to use my music on their shows, they are perfectly free to. If they use something from the Displaced Detective suite, please do credit Stephanie Osborne for the inspiration for all of that from her first four Displaced Detective books, because there were four of them out when I started writing the thing.
Have you got any like haunted music, gothic haunted music?
Just the one that you like that I think is a horrible recording. The one with just, and that is actually me playing an organ. That is not electronically composed. That's me, which is why it sounds so bad. It's actually me playing a keyboard.
Yeah, well, we were denied the use of Midnight Syndicate's music. Midnight Syndicate grants no copyright or no copyright infringement for using their music in shows, but they don't like HallowCon. So
What did you do to them?
Hell, I don't know. It may have been the former director.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, damn, it's time to move on. He ain't in charge anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, it was denied, which sucks.
Keeps trying to climb on the heat exchanger.
Yeah, he's a little boy cat, and Stevie's a little shit with not much sense.
I don't think that bubble wrap is going to be good for the heat exchanger.
Oh goodness! Look who actually commented. Hello. I'm going to say Stephanie Bennett because that's what name is popping up. But Dan, this is one of your favorite people at HallowCon, especially at dinner time.
Oh,
Yep.
she knows exactly how I feel. I've already told her.
Yeah.
If I weren't married, I'd be chasing that girl.
Okay, yeah.
I'd be 500 pounds, but I'm chasing her slowly.
Yeah, it's. I wasn't going to reveal who your secret identity was, but it's
Yep.
Megan from the convention,
Yep.
our cook.
And sweetie, you are everybody's favorite person. There are more people that like you at HallowCon than they do Chris. I'll tell
Or
you
me.
that right now. And that oh, we weren't even going to mention you. Yes, that's right. You just have to walk in front of me with a spoon. I get slower and slower.
You be zombified, just must get food.
Yeah, Megan, I need to get with you about
Something he can't remember, but he
yeah,
needs to get in
I
contact with
know
you.
what I'm trying to say, bro. That
Badge.
no, it's
It's that 2 pounds of grits in between his ears.
yeah. brain mush, coffee not kicked in. But yeah, you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. I'll tell you now, you're not in trouble. I just need to know what to do about something.
Well, we're
And
doing a discussion for that for too long, Joe.
just got a lead on a food warmer to go with Grillzilla.
Oh,
You know,
nice.
food warmer that's designed for those outdoor kitchens.
Mm-hmm.
So she can clear off parts of Grillzilla and the food will still.
Stay warm.
Yep.
Okay. Utility functions very well, yes.
And the thing is, I'm not paying this for it, but the price tag from Granger is $1,250.
Wow.
Didn't you just spend more than that on the car that don't run that you had taken the seats out or whatever it was?
No.
No.
Oh, my car runs great. Of course, I've blown a fuse and nobody knows where the fuse is to change it. None of the HHR group, they all thought that power port was on the power port with, the cigarette lighter in the car port, the dash port. No, it's not.
It's got its own fuse somewhere.
It's got its own fuse somewhere. And nobody knew that it's on a different fuse.
Okay.
So you actually called the engineers at Chevrolet to ask this, or?
No, I brought it up in the HHR group. They're going, it's on a separate fuse.
Wow.
Hey, the light for the tailgate in my van is on a fuse I cannot locate anywhere. The thing has 4 fuse boxes that I know of. I've checked every fuse in every fuse box. The light still will not work. I've replaced the bulb twice, just in case I got a bad one to start with. And it still don't come on. And I'm going, this is a head scratcher.
I believe
That-
a gremlin might have installed that one.
That may be a broken wire.
If it is, it's either inside the tailgate or somewhere inaccessible inside the panels of the car.
Yeah.
Either of which are a distinct possibility.
Probably
But-
where the tailgate closes.
The bulb did burn out, and when I replaced it with a new bulb, it still didn't come on.
Mm.
So I'm going. What am I supposed to sacrifice a squirrel or something? You don't want to. You don't want to work. Okay,
Well,
I'll buy a flashlight.
there was a flying one that already tried to do that, and it didn't do him any good.
Oh, so it's like a dome light.
Yeah, it only comes on when you raise the back hatch up. And like I said, the bulb burned out. I put a new bulb in it. Never worked again.
Hmm.
So, and I bought a second bulb just in case the first replacement that I bought was messed up. Still doesn't work. So there's some place in the wiring that is not optimal.
Yeah. Well, I
Uh,
used a multimeter on the ohm tester and touched every fuse in the car. They're all working.
Wonder if there's a loose end somewhere.
I don't know. I plugged up the little power inverter because I was going to check those lights because I had to go back to Dalton to plug those lights in. I plugged the inverter in,
Mm-hmm.
plugged in, and the fan spooled up, kept spooling up, and kept spooling up, and kept spooling up to the point that I'm holding it further and further and further away from me,
Mm.
and then it quit. And I looked, and the light was off. So I went and checked where I spliced into it. That power port, and it's dead. So I'm going, okay. The thing blew a fuse, but where the hell the damn fuse is, I don't know. Oh, by the way, I've got a little inverter you can plug into your lighter for your car now for sale.
I've got one of those. Never used it, but I thought about using it to charge the laptop or something.
Yeah, well, the one I got, like I said, the fan keeps spooling with nothing on. It just keeps spooling up and spooling up and spooling. You know, it sort of sounded like that hard drive on my first computer I ever bought. The disc was out of balance just a little bit. So when you fired it off, the case would shake until it got up to enough speed. I got it in, turned it on. The first thing it did is it went.
I told you, Joe, you're not supposed to use one of the little spin motors from a cement mixer in the computer. Got too many horsepower. I shall return.
Mm.
But
You,
I got
you have been warned.
yeah, I got 12 years out of that hard drive though.
That's good.
Yeah. Of course, I turned it off once and turned it back on again. It did the same thing and acted a little funny. And I finally worked around it, turned it off again, turned it back on, acted funny,
Good.
worked around that. I said, okay, I never unplugged it, never turned it off, never unplugged it for about 11 years. Motherboard gave out before the hard drive did. Carl, that's what I'm thinking, but just trying to find the inline fuse is going to be a bitch.
Because they
Yeah.
bury those things underneath trim and carpets and fun stuff like that.
Yeah, now isn't really a good time to try and figure out where it is because you got too much coming up.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, next month meeting's next month. Why did I think it was the Sunday after LibertyCon?
No.
Okay.
No, I've got 2 meetings next month. One with the grill crew and the rest with everybody.
All right.
I'm literally going to be limping into August. And that doesn't even count what's coming ahead for. Have you heard anything out of Geekster?
Oh, yes, they posted it today.
I'll look it up, man.
Yeah. All right. Good night, Carl.
September 23rd.
Yeah. And they're going to post something up next week or two on spots.
Yep. Yeah. I'll look at the calendar.
Oh.
Okay,
Looking
so
at
week before my birthday.
John's busy looking at something.
Oh, I'm sorry. What were we saying? Yes,
What
I
you
was.
looking at?
I'm still trying to find something to talk about.
What did you see the photo I posted in Stupid O'Clock?
Which
You know about
one?
the other most popular ticket right now other than Taylor Swift?
No.
No. What is it?
Matt Rife or Fife or whatever the hell his name is.
Whoever that is.
He's one of the most popular comedians, especially among the ladies, because he's got a washboard stomach.
Oh.
Of course, Good Omens 2 is coming out on Amazon Prime or whatever their channel is. And it's got the same wonderful actors in it. So it's based on stories by Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, it was 23 minutes ago.
Oh.
Stephanie, I just thought it was funny because the expressions are almost exactly the same in that picture.
Yes, they are.
It's uncanny. He's actually somewhat funny, but like I said, women are just going crazy over his abs and his physique.
Mm-hmm. Megan,
But they're
I just
also
sent
going
you
crazy. They're also going crazy over Taylor Swift tickets. So, go figure.
Megan, I just sent you a friend request under your name here. Feel free to reject it. I'm used to that.
All right, Chris, did you see that private message?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you could have worded that one just a little bit a little bit better, Joe Dog.
Well, it's something we discussed at HallowCon, and situations have changed, and I just need to know. Oh, all right. Get back over to the comments. Oh. Where did she go? She's gone. Oh, there she is. And just so everybody knows,
I'm sorry, sweetie. Honey Badger doesn't give a shit.
Good night, Carl.
Because it's just occasionally the casting director gets it right. I mean, just that's one of those you just could not ask for a better cast for that movie or series. I guess they're movies.
well, it's a series.
Good Omens.
Yeah. Had David Tennant and somebody else.
David Tennant and
And evidently David Tennant plays the ultimate bad guy.
yes,
He can do that.
He plays a devil named Crowley.
Yeah.
That's
I bet he would be a hoot to.
Oh, Michael Sheen plays his buddy that's the angel.
Azrael or something like that. Not sure if I know how to pronounce it correctly.
Azrael, yeah. Like
Aziraphale. Aziraphale. Not quite Azrael, but close.
Yeah. Azrael's the bad guy's cat and the Smurfs.
Yeah, Gargamel's cat.
Azrael's the angel of death, and no,
Yeah.
Michael Sheen's character does not actually play the angel of death. Not yet, anyway.
That's because nobody's pissed him off yet.
John Hamm, who you might know from Mad Men, the good-looking guy from Mad Men, plays Gabriel.
Oh, okay.
And let me see. I'm trying to think.
Yes, I will be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
Oh, and it's Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett co-wrote the story.
What, Good Omens?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So it's just got a good pedigree all around.
Oh, and Dan, I'm supporting the writer's strike. I'm not writing anything until it's over.
We all thank you.
I'm not going to cross that picket line. But yeah, I told you I found the story that I've been looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just going through looking for something else, and I didn't name it. It was just document, and it ended up in a different folder than it should have. You've done it too, huh?
No, I'm going. If you want to find something, at least put the date on it as a name.
I was in a hurry to save what I needed to because I had to run somewhere, and then it was just gone forever. But I found it.
Now, the question to my mind is,
Yeah.
are you ever going to do anything with the idea? You're awfully busy,
Yeah. I'm working on.
but from what you told me, it was a good idea. Now you need to decide whether or not you're actually going to put in the work.
Yeah. Well,
And it is work.
this is a totally different story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a paranormal crime drama.
Hmm.
I mean, almost X-File-ish. And the poor sap stuck in the middle is the best part.
Oh God, did you put me in it?
No.
Hmm. Oh, back when I was co-writing that story with that person, did I send you your red shirt chapter?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know whatever happened. I think it was in Messenger. I don't
It
think.
may it may have been. Was hoping that you would like it,
Oh yeah,
and
it's almost how I am in real life.
almost. I think
I'm
we can do a
pretty
little bit
sure
better
there
than
was,
that.
I'm pretty sure there was some purposeful thought put into that.
Of course, now if you wrote something like that, there'd be bad jokes put in.
There were bad jokes put in that one.
Oh, this will be.
There's still time to edit it.
No, no. I'm not allowed to work on it anymore.
Oh.
Oh well, you could take that scene and put it into anything.
I'm not sure my co-writer would sign off on that.
Well, here's an idea.
Change
It can be
change
like a certain animated show where they constantly kill this character in different ways.
Mm,
Hey, change 20%.
What is it, Rowdy? Oh, good grief.
Dan, change it 20%. And you can do it.
legally, yes. Morally, no. That was written for our mutual friend, and I cannot use it no matter how good I think it is.
I wonder who Facebook user is. Is that you, John?
No.
Well, usually it's Keisha, but that's not the way she would have started out.
Yeah. And Donna nailed it. Rowdy, pay attention to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I keep this door closed during shows. Because my cat will lop up here, knock the microphone out of the way, crawl up on me, get in the face.
You have to give it permission
Mm-hmm.
to use your name. There's a thing where you allow StreamYard to use your name and from Facebook and
Oh,
all
yeah.
that. Yeah, I think
There
he
you go.
got attention.
There you go, Megan.
I was giving you all the attention you wanted, and you left me. I didn't abandon you. You abandoned me. You little shit.
It happens.
Oh, the
He's my
twins,
favorite turd.
our two cats, we refer to the two Chihuahuas as the girls. Daisy and Scooter, which is, the brown dog and the beagle blue tick, we call them the kids, and we call the cats the twins. So we can, distinguish who we're talking about. The other night, the twins crawled up in the bed with us, loving, licking each other, grooming, cuddling up, licking, and all of a sudden, one of them had enough, and the fight was on.
Yeah,
Right.
all you got to do is do that one last time where it hits a nerve or something.
But yeah, I mean, there's nothing like a ball of fur, a fur tornado with fish hooks hanging out of it, spinning around in the bed.
That's as good a description as I've heard.
That's when you invent the catapult.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right, it was about 4 a.m.
Well, I used to have
Oh, wow.
our family used to have a tiger striped tabby with a big patch of white on his chest that we named Tigger, whose mama was Siamese, so he could get very vocal, and he, even though he was fixed, loved to caterwaul like a forlorn tomcat at about 3 a.m. in the morning every so often.
Well, our cats do it about daylight or just before daylight. When they see the lights start to change in the windows,
Mm-hmm.
shit, it's time.
So they're in tune with the chickens.
Yeah.
They're trying to drown out that damn rooster. Oh, Lord.
Chris, did you see that? Did you see when I showed the tornado siren break?
Yes, I saw that. I forgot which movie it is, but there's a rooster that crows every morning. The guys constantly tried to get a gun to shoot it, shut it up.
I don't know, but the neighbor across the street has a rooster that's going off every morning about the time I'm going to get in the car to go to work. And I'm sorry, but that bird sounds exactly like the theme music from Rodan, the giant flying monster from the Japanese movie.
Mhm.
I walk out there and I go, okay, it's still safe.
Well,
I don't know how that bird learned how to do that, but it's exactly the same notes. Obviously a fan.
well, I remember something back from long ago. We were watching instructional videos on economics and businesses and how to start up a business and all. And apparently, the San Diego chicken decided to start a business, but the only thing he wanted to do was constantly play In the Mood set to chicken sounds. So you had,
I don't imagine that's got an awful lot of a calling.
yeah. Yep. Anyway, so needless to say, the San Diego Chickens business failed because he didn't offer enough variety and diversification in his products to
Well, he ended up doing minor league shows at $10,000 a damn show.
That's been done, John.
Yep.
No, the other one was a banner. I posted that one on the Stupid
Oh.
O'Clock Facebook page or Stupid
Yeah.
O'Clock Facebook
Okay.
chat. So the thing actually like cut and paste because some of us are too lazy to type stuff.
The San Diego chicken guy retired about 15 years ago at the age of 70. He was 70 years old out there bouncing and rolling around on the field like that.
Hey.
Not exactly a spring chicken, huh?
Running all around.
Yes, I went there. I'm sorry, folks. You feed me straight lines, you're gonna get smart remarks.
Speaking of not a spring chicken, do you remember the chicken from Happy Motors?
Yes.
I know
we
who
sort of
that-
know the chicken from Happy Motors.
And he denies it to this day.
We all know better. That's because
Put that in private chat,
Okay.
please.
I'm pretty sure I have seen that costume, okay, hanging in a certain store in Red Bank that we all know the proprietors, love them dearly.
No. It's not them. It is not them.
I'm pretty sure they had something to do with that costume. Yes.
Yeah, they may have had something to do with the costume, but I know
But not who was in it.
I know who was in it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We know who was in it.
Now,
It's just-
Lewis would never do a thing like that.
And I'm pretty sure I've seen that costume hanging up on a wall. So,
They've actually commented on this show.
Joe, I've been up since 4:30 this freaking morning. I can't think that damn.
I'm not going to out them.
I'm not either. I made up my mind. I'm not doing it.
But regardless, they were going to lynch you the money to make you happy.
Do what? I'm lost.
That was the catch thing on it. They going to lynch you the money to make you happy.
Yeah. I got it. I got it. I got your money. I got it. I got your car title. I got your money. I got it.
Oh,
What?
with the other cryptic clue, I was thinking of somebody that has two names that we all know. No, that would not make any sense whatsoever.
Well, obviously it has some sort of logic to you, or you wouldn't have thought of it.
I was just going. He ain't that old.
Yep.
Hawaiian shirts, but he ain't that old. I got kids younger or older than him.
Yeah, I know a bunch of people, or a number of people with three names, and I know a few that's got more than that.
John, you can bring it up. I'm going to hit play. Go ahead. This is probably one of the most watched videos. Hold on a minute. Let me pull that back down so I can get an actual number. Okay, 800,000 views. But this was a commercial here in Chattanooga about 13 years ago. Pull it up, John.
It's up.
It's up.
Yep.
Howdy, y'all. This here's Mike. Down at Mike's Golf Shop, where we buy golf. That's right. We buy golf clubs. Mike's Golf Shop. Come on over here. We buy golf clubs. Over at Mike's Golf Shop. Come on down here. We buy golf clubs. That's right. We buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs.
By the end of that commercial, I definitely wanted to hit him with one.
Well, okay, he did actually cover that thing in advertising where you repeat the product name 3
Mhm.
times just to get it stuck in everyone's head. So
That was more like 30.
But yeah, and believe it or not, he paid primetime advertising on the street network stations here in town. You know, you'd
Yeah,
be
he
watching,
looked about that bright. How long was the store in? How
Exactly.
long was the store in business before they had to declare bankruptcy?
they're still in business.
There's a lot of stupid people up there, ain't there?
Dan.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If there's enough people out there that attempted to learn how to play golf that they feel like they can get rid of all their golf clubs with this guy,
Megan,
and he's still in business.
yeah. Am I the only one concerned that his enthusiasm, he wants to buy golf clubs? I mean, is he playing that much golf, or are people going to sleep with the fishes?
We can only dream.
You know,
No,
I don't know about-
actually, I'm one of his customers, or
people,
he's one of my customers.
if people will buy golf clubs, play golf for a while, and then
Mhm.
just get out of it for whatever reason, you know. And so they've got golf clubs laying around.
When I'm
Usually-
when I'm out picking up scrap metal, I grab golf clubs. When I go to cash my scrap metal in, golf clubs go to one side. And then I take him a damn trailer full of fucking golf clubs.
Mhm.
And he'll go, "How much this time?" I said, 75. Yeah, sure.
Now,
He's
John,
selling
can
them
you
by the
find-
pound. All right.
John, can you find the Happy Motors ad?
I could.
So Aunt Donna can see it.
I suppose we can play it. It ain't got no music.
It shouldn't.
See, I found
John,
it.
you're gonna have to move your microphone back closer.
I'm on it. I got it.
You got it, bro.
Donna, you just think that one was bad.
Okay. You want me to bring it up, Joe, or you want to bring it up?
Jeez. And I thought I had a friend in the diamond business.
All right, I'm set. Say play.
Oh,
Hold on. I didn't share it. Dadgummit.
Yeah, really. I'm going. Where's the extra window?
I'll bring it up.
Donna, you might be.
All right. Say when.
8:30.
Never.
It's still thinking about it. Hang on a minute.
I'm ready.
All right. It's
All
up. Bring it.
You need some cash? Do you need some money? Hey, let me tell you something. We make you happy down at Happy Motors. Pawn your car title. No credit needed. No credit check. We're going to let you the money you need right now. 10 minutes. We're going to let you have the money you need. We're going to make you happy at Happy Motors. Pawn your car title. I got it at Happy Motors. I got it. I got it. I got it. Come on and see me, brother. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Donna, I like you, but you need to understand what we had to deal with watching local television.
Dan, did you freeze?
No. I wish I had before that ever started playing.
You know, Disney, the Disney Corporation, ran them out of business.
What?
Disney owns Tidal Max, the
Oh.
big company that pawns car titles. and stuff.
Whoa!
What'd you do, Dan?
I didn't do anything. My iPad just rebooted.
Oh, okay.
Must be an update.
An update to fix the update that screwed up all the other updates.
Oh no, this is an iPad. The updates don't screw up anything. They actually work.
Sorry, Stephanie. I wanted people to understand what we had to deal with when we were younger.
Stephanie, no, or Megan, no, you're not in trouble. I promise you, you're not in trouble. Only way you'd be in trouble with me is if you quit.
And then it would be more of a case of heartbroken than anything.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
What'd you do, Dan?
That is worse than our guy that gave away a free onion with every furniture purchase.
Hey, what's wrong with a free onion?
Hey, Glenn, you just missed it.
Oh, Clint. No, don't play it for him. Don't play it for him.
Go ahead, Joe. I'll bring it up. Nice.
No, don't, please. We want to keep our friends.
Yeah.
I still have nightmares about it.
There's another one. Oh,
Oh no, he's found something else.
I'm going to see if it is.
There used to be
Mercy.
one with a guy riding a donkey for Service Chevrolet in Calhoun.
Oh, really? I've seen a guy riding leading a donkey for selling coffee, but
You know, hey, Joe.
I bought enough Maxwell House to keep Juan Valdez in a very healthy retirement fund.
You know
I'm sorry, Donna.
that building where Happy Motors was? It's
Yeah.
for lease. It's for lease. It's empty right now. You could lease
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but you got to take the chicken, don't you?
So if Disney owns Tidal Max, who owns Tidal Pond?
Mickey Mouse owns your car title.
Do you own both of them?
Oh, dang! It is not on YouTube
What?
where we mark it up just a little bit.
Totten discount furniture mark.
Wait a
I
minute.
know the one you're talking about.
If
That
you
was
buy
way
furniture from anybody but Donna and the Wolf Man, you making a mistake.
Oh, Dan, your show starts in.
Oh,
30
don't
minutes.
worry, Donna. I got you covered.
That's what YouTube just told me.
My show starts in what?
30 minutes. YouTube just told me your show starts in 30 minutes.
That's nice of them. They don't tell me until after I've been running for 45.
Yeah.
They're always late to include you in the memo, Dan.
Yeah, Donna goes, isn't it bad enough you scarred me? Says, now you owe her 2 hugs.
I told her I got her covered.
Oh. Those are the. Let's see. The chicken, Totten Furniture. What's the other?
What was the Ford? Nobody. Oh, Forest Gate Ford.
Oh, yeah. No, there's
nobody. Nobody beats a Forest Gate deal.
I mean, there is nothing more convincing in buying a Ford than from a blind guy with a seeing eye dog.
Hmm.
What was the?
How do I send Megan a link for?
I am about to send her an invite to your webzine so she will be able to see the show.
I will leave it in your capable hands.
Okay,
Since mine are
Stephanie,
incapable.
I sent you an invite to his webzine, and it will show the Last Man Standing.
Certainly hope so. Let me check.
Yeah, 9 hours ago it says Dan Hallowfield plans to go live.
9 hours ago.
It was giving us advance notice.
Hey, Joe Dog's already got Thursday shows set up, so it'll do.
I've got next Saturday's show hooked up.
I need to check that invite to that party my brother wants me to go to see whether or not that's going to be on one of our show nights.
I also sent her an invite to the actual show link. So.
Okay, that's awesome.
So she ought to have it.
Damn, now I got to behave. I don't know if I can do that.
We can but try, Dan. That's all.
Yes, I've been told I'm very trying.
Hey, nobody's perfect.
Okay.
So now she knows.
Yeah, and she's on my messenger too. Scarred for life, dear. Scarred for life. Well, I would say you have been warned, but you already know Joe Dog, so if that's not warning enough to scare you off, welcome to our large and dysfunctional family, dear.
Yeah, I have pulled a prank on her, on Megan.
Yep.
That first year, I called her over to me. If she ever makes a meal like that again, I'll never get rid of her.
I remember that one.
Yep, that's why when everybody else gets pork ribs, yours come from a chipmunk.
Hey, chipmunk is good. It takes a mess of them to get a good meal, but have you ever had chipmunk before?
Yes, I grew up in East Tennessee. Yes. The only things I will not touch are possum and raccoons because they've got hands, and possums because they're supposed to be really, really greasy.
They are.
Yeah, our raccoons were too.
I feel sorry for raccoons, so
I'm going to have to find that video on YouTube again. Somebody had a pet raccoon and they taught it to flip a bird when it got mad.
Oh, that would be funny.
we had one in the backyard that was actually taller than Rocket from the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I mean, we're talking waist high to me.
As long as it didn't want somebody's metal leg.
No, but it sure wanted the cat food.
Of course.
it would eat a little bit and then stand up and look around. Then eat a little bit, stand up and look around. I mean, most paranoid animal I ever saw in my life. Made a deer look bold.
Well,
That's because it didn't want to lose it.
I told you about the guy that moved in. Well, John and Chris understand. Over across Hickson Pike in Manchester Park from me.
Mm.
I worked with him. He bought a house over there. He was down. His basement was downstairs in the den, and it was early spring. And he opened the door. You know, had the screen door, the sliding door open. Didn't have a screen. He was sitting there watching the movie and had this big, like, tub of Oreos down beside him. He was reaching down, you know, eating his Oreos, watching the movie. Reached down and said he grabbed a handful of hair. He pulled his hand up, looked down. There was a raccoon sitting there around the tub of Oreos. Reached in and handed him one. The people that lived there before were feeding the raccoons and just had them damn near had them tamed down to where you could pet them.
Wow.
He said it about freaked me the hell out.
I'm sure it did.
I'm certain he bought a screen door for that sliding glass door. It's real quick after that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Which cursing parrot? There are many of them.
I'm pretty sure all parrots curse.
If they hear it, they probably will learn it.
Oh,
But beautiful plumage.
I saw one
It reminds me of one of my favorite jokes.
yesterday. The parrot sits there and barks like a dog. Sounds like a German Shepherd.
Is that the one with the cockatiel?
Yeah.
And they've got a husky.
Yeah.
refers to, you see the husky up in the window,
Mm.
and the UPS guy or something shows up. delivering a package. DoorDash. And the husky barks once. The cockatiel jumps down, goes running across the floor. Bark, 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 bark.
Sounds like a German Shepherd. Sounds just like a German Shepherd. Runs out the door at the DoorDash guy on the front porch.
Yeah, I don't know if we can show that one, Megan, since it uses the F-bomb.
That'll definitely put a spot on the front seat right there.
Yeah, the link
funny.
says
I don't
the
care
bird
who you
that
are.
says- the link says the bird that says F you, the most rude bird in America.
Okay.
Supposedly, Andrew Jackson, former president of the United States, war hero, and all that. When he died, he had a parrot. And of course, they brought the parrot to the funeral, but the parrot would not stop cursing, and they had to take the parrot away from his funeral because all the curse words it was spouting. So.
Yeah. Look, my favorite joke has the Spurger break into a house. He's getting ready to start going through everything, and hears this voice says, "Jesus is watching you." He's like looking around and all. He's like, just... A few moments later, he hears, "Jesus is watching you." He stops again and he's looking around like, a few minutes later, the same thing happens. And he's like, he's getting suspicious and worried. And he's looking around. He grabs a flashlight and he sees the parrot. He says, "And I guess you're Jesus." Like, "No. What's your name then?" "Moses." Says, "Who in the world names a parrot Moses?" "The same people that name a Rottweiler Jesus."
Bark, bark. Oh.
Well, you heard Winston Churchill had a parrot, and the thing just passed away after the turn of the century in the 2000s.
Well,
They live a long time.
Yeah, 100, 120 years sometimes. Yeah.
I bet it got interesting if it ever heard Churchill talk about Hitler in private.
Oh, they said it. Said it had a mouth on him.
Because you know, Mr. Churchill was not a fan of Mr. Hitler.
No.
Or much of anybody else.
Oh, did y'all see that video I posted up? Had a picture of FDR and said some of the greatest Roosevelt quotes, but they were all Teddy Roosevelt quotes.
Somebody didn't look closely enough at which Roosevelt.
Well, here's a little interesting tidbit. Eleanor Roosevelt was closer related to Teddy Roosevelt than FDR. She was Teddy Roosevelt's niece.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah, FDR
Robert
was fifth cousin.
Robert E. Lee married into George Washington's family,
Mm-hmm.
the Eustace side of the family. And strangely enough, it's pretty cool, Robert Duvall, the actor, is also in the Eustace family line and has played Robert E. Lee.
Yep. Gods in General.
Was it Gettysburg? Was it?
I thought he was in Gods in General too. Didn't he play?
Was he
him
in
in
Gods?
the-
Okay, yeah. I can't. One of them was Martin Sheen played Robert E. Lee. I think that may have been Gettysburg.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
You
Robert
know,
Duvall was in Gods in General. So there's a line where they show the clip where he says it's in God's hands now.
You know, Robert Duvall is in a movie that can't be played in schools anymore.
Really?
Yep.
Full Metal Jacket?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
What?
Boo Radley.
They used to teach us that stuff in school. Now it can't be played in a school.
Yeah, Robert Duvall played Boo Radley. He said that's kick-started his career.
Man, that is one of the most award-winning, influential.
We had to read it. I mean, that was like a reading
Yeah,
assignment.
it was an assignment. It's like Grapes of Wrath. If you could escape school any level without having to read that, you're a lucky bugger.
I'm a lucky bug.
That was boring. That was boring. I read the entire thing. Then I had to read it again to make sure I didn't miss anything.
To all
But
you
it was
school kids,
boring.
to all you school kids out there that have been told not to read these books because they're on a banned book list, get yourself a copy and read them.
Yeah, I remember when Catcher in the Rye was controversial back when I was in school.
Yeah, but all it did was cuss in a couple of places.
Well, they're not wanting them to read 1984 anymore.
No, because that's
No,
current
it's a
events.
training manual. See, they don't want them to know what they're doing.
Somebody's got an alarm.
Yeah, that's my stupid watch. It's shut off now.
So, what is it?
If it wasn't near the microphones, y'all wouldn't have heard it. Yep.
Yep.
Well, the fact of the matter is that was fiction that's turned into history.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be a training manual for modern politics. It was supposed to be a
Yeah.
warning against modern politics.
Yeah, well.
And technology.
Well, there wasn't that much technology in
Oh
it.
yeah, there was. They had the two-way televisions and
Yeah, well, they had. Well, Well, they had the big, televisions that took up a wall of your house that you could never turn off.
Yeah, Ray Bradbury used those to good effect too.
Fahrenheit 451. But everybody
Because
wanted
Big
those
Brother's
televisions.
watching you.
His wife kept harping him about getting another one.
Mm-hmm. A second wall.
I remember that. That was pretty good.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Megan, if you didn't know it, 1984 was written in 1948,
Yep.
which makes it even scarier.
Uh-huh.
Of course, they say, I never read Animal Farm. I got away with not having to read Animal Farm.
But they made movies of both.
Yeah. Lindsay's read Animal Farm. She says it's a better book, actually more entertaining than 1984. I have not read Animal Farm because after reading 1984, I'm never going to read any of his shit ever again.
Actually, Animal Farm, we had to read that one in school too. And it was more about how the communists took over in Russia.
Yeah.
Or China. Or any other communist shithole.
Yeah.
You shouldn't talk about Berkeley that way.
I like Berkeley because everybody's suing each other because they don't agree with each other. It's a hilarious college.
Well, speaking of Berkeley, but different. Berkeley Breathed is the infamous line, "We have met the enemy and it is us."
Yep.
I'm going over to the other channel, guys.
All right.
Yep.
It's just about that time. It has been an enormous amount of fun, just the way it always is, and I'm very glad that Chris was with us tonight. It's entirely too rare that we get to spend time with Chris that isn't at HallowCon.
Yeah. And with that, we got to say goodnight, everybody. So say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Joe, I'll end the show. Okay. I got it, brother. I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Hit it.
Donna's going to be scarred for life now.
Push the button.
I'm laughing too hard. Give me a second. There we go. Okay.
I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand, and touched the face of God.
I am Frau Blucher.